Hello friends, this is Rajan Torts here, today with Shinigami, as you can see. And I'm sorry, first of all, it's been a while since I've made a video, but recently I've seen a lot of these videos on YouTube where people are like, 5 things I hate about my car and 5 things I hate about this and that. And I was like, you know what? I have a job and there's things at my job that I don't like. So before Shinigami crawls in my mouth here, in this video today, I'm going to tell you guys 5 things that I don't really like about my job, and some might even say that I hate about my job. So, number one. First thing I hate about my job. For those of you that don't know this, by the way, I work at a pet store. Probably should have said that at the start of the video. But, first thing I hate about my job is when people come in about 1 minute before closing. All the lights are already off, we are packed up, we are ready to go. They come in, they're like, oh, sorry, I know I'm late, but can I please bother you for a fish? And you're kind of like, actually, no, you can't. It's, I want to leave, but also it's 1 minute before closing, and if you don't get them that fish, they're going to write you a really shitty Google review. So you go and you're like, of course, that's not a problem at all. I'll gladly catch any fish for you. And you put a big smile on your face and you go catch that fish. And I actually have a story about this one because, believe it or not, this happened to me. So we have a nice big cichlid tank. It's about 55 gallons, so it's huge. It's big across. We got nice rocks in there, driftwood. We got some pike cichlids, firemouth cichlids. Looks really cool in there. Anyways, it was 2 minutes before closing. I already had turned off all the lights. This guy comes in with his girlfriend. He's like, oh, I talked to the boss and he gave me the price for these guys and I really want one of them. So I was like, okay, which one do you want? And he didn't just say I want this species, because we have like 5 of that species in there. He said, these guys, but can you catch me one of the smaller ones, please? So it's closing at this time. I'm like, okay. I spent 10 minutes trying to catch one of these damn cichlids, which obviously keep swimming in between their rocks, so they are impossible to catch. I end up being in there with 2 nets, and I'm kind of like grabbing these 2 nets, and Shinigami's like, what are you doing? I'm grabbing these 2 nets, trying to get the cichlid in the nets, end up getting one of the cichlids, and the guy looks at it, he's like, that one's a little bit big. Do you think you can catch me one of the smaller ones? At this point, it's 10 minutes after closing, so I look at the guy with a big smile, and I say, you can take this fish or you're not getting a fish at all today, because it's 10 minutes after closing and I'm not spending another minute in this store. He kind of looked at me like, he didn't expect me to say that. He's like, oh, okay, we'll take that one. I was like, damn straight you're taking that one, because it's 10 minutes after closing. So that's the one thing I hate at the pet store. First thing of these things. First thing I hate at the pet store is when people come in when people come in at closing and ask you to catch a fish. And for those of you working in retail, you know how shitty that is for anything, not just catching fish. Second thing on my list is when customers come in and essentially try to be your friend because they don't have any other friends in this world. And I know this one might sound harsh, but it's so true. So, I work at a pet store. We have a couple people that come in. Sure, they buy small things for their pets here and there, so they're customers, so we're nice to them. But also they spend 30 minutes at the store talking to you, telling you about their life, telling you how their kids are doing, how their pets are doing, how little Johnny got an A+ on his math test, which frankly I don't really care about. So we have these people at the pet store who come in, buy stuff, keep talking to you, spend 30 minutes there, and it's really annoying. And you might say that's not very nice of me to say, you work in customer service, you should like people. And you know what, I like people. It's just, I'm there, I get paid to serve customers, I get paid to take care of the pets. I don't get paid to be someone's friend there for 30 minutes and take care of his problems or her problems that he or she may have. And we have a couple people when they come into the store, my supervisor kind of flees into the back room because I don't want to deal with these people. And then I have to spend time talking with them with this big smile on my face being like, oh, it's so great, I'm super happy to hear that. And while inside I'm like, oh my god, please go away, I don't want you here. So that's the second thing. Thing number 2 that I don't like about working at a pet store. People coming in because they don't have any friends, trying to be your friends and preventing you from working. Thing number 3. When these people that come in and try to be your friend, try to be more than your friend, aka check you out and ask you out. So this has not been too much of an issue for me. But people do come in and check me out, believe it or not, which is kind of weird. I have these couple of people that know who I am. They think they know my name. And they come in and they ask me to grab fish from the top row of aquarium. So I have to climb on my little stool and I get up there and they stand behind me and they're like, ooh, ooh, look at that booty. So yeah, there's people that check me out, which, you know, a little bit weird. For my female co-workers though, there's people that actually ask them out, which I think is a super shitty thing to do. You go to someone's work where they are trapped, they cannot get away from you, and you corner them and you ask them out. And what are they gonna say? I always tell my co-workers they're female, tell them no. But you know what? These people are gonna come back to their work every single day. So yeah, they get your number and you start talking to them. And honestly guys, it's just a really shitty thing to do, to go to someone's work and ask them out, because these people are not nice to you at work because they like you. They're nice to you because they work in customer service and they're trying to earn money for their store. So that's number 3 of what I hate of working at the store. People coming in, checking you out, and asking you out, which it still boggles my mind that people do that. It's just a little bit crazy. And number four, last thing I hate about my job. And guys, I love my job. Working at the pet store is amazing. It's a minimum wage job. I work part-time. Doesn't really pay for anything. It's great though. But number 4 of what I hate about my job is when customers come in and treat you like absolute crap. And anyone who works in customer service knows what this is like, and you just put on a big smile and you're smiling at them while they either overtly or not overtly tell you how much they hate you. So I had a customer come in 2 days ago, and Shinigami, as you can tell, is really upset by this story as well. I had a customer come in 2 days ago, and she needed help with a harness for her dog, which, you know, understandable. Some dogs pull, and some people are not able to train their dogs, so they need an anti-pulling harness, which I totally get. So she said, you know what, I hired this person specifically to assess the harness I already have on my dog, which I found a little bit weird, but hey, if you have the money. And she said that this brand of harness, the Jaywalker brand, for those of you that know dog harnesses, is not the correct fit for my dog because it tugs at her shoulder blades. So she told me I need to go buy another harness. So this woman she hired someone to assess her dog walking harness on her dog, which, okay. But she came in to look for another harness, and the Jaywalker in our store is one of the best selling harnesses we had, but obviously she didn't want that. So I was like, you know what, grabbed a random one of the other harnesses we had. This one is good too. We've heard reviews about this one's great. And I can help you put it on your dog. I was at my own at the time at the pet store. I'm like, might take a little bit because I've never put this harness on before on a dog myself, because most of the harnesses we fit are the Jaywalkers. Then this woman looks at me, she's like, oh, maybe I should go somewhere else where there's someone that knows what they're doing at the store. Okay, so I look at her and I'm like, actually, I've put on many other dog harnesses. It's just this one that I haven't tried on. Just let me do it and you'll see it's gonna fit great. And I was able to convince her, even though inside my head I wanted to say like, actually, get the hell out of the store. I don't want you here. But that's not what the retail work is about. So, told that woman, yeah, not a problem. Fitted the harness on her dog. She's like, oh wow, this harness is amazing. It really works on my Sprocket. Sprocket was her dog's name. Sprocket. Female dog named Sprocket, very nice. And she bought this harness, $40, cha-ching, in the cash. And I was like, you know what? You were rude to me, you were a POS, but guess what? We made the money in the end. So that's number 4 I hate, customers being rude to me. And I'm sure I could think of more things that I didn't like about customers and about working in retail. And as you might have noticed, all the 4 things I said had to do with customers, because I actually like working with the animals. The animals, there's nothing bad about them. I don't mind cleaning their cages. I don't mind scooping up their poop. There's no problem with that. But those 4 things, really all having to do with customers, is what I hate about working at a pet store. So, thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. It's like the 3rd like brand / not pet related video really that I'm doing, so I'm really new to this still, so I kind of hope you guys like what you see. I know there's not a lot of movement in this video, but Can't really help that, to be honest. So hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe, because that way you get notified if I upload any other videos on a pretty much yearly basis at this point. It's really not that many. But thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys next time.